Hello guys, I'm here to do my persuasive speech. I have my two audience members. It's Juan.
I'm Louis.
I'm Daquan.
Alrighty, and we're going to get started. You guys can just go ahead and go over there. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the CASA National Association. So basically, the CASA National Association is a volunteer organization who basically speaks for abused and neglected children. So we're going to use this slide deck. So what is CASA? So CASA is a court-appointed special advocate association. It's a nonprofit organization that trains and supervises volunteers to represent the best interests of victims of child abuse and child neglect. So it was established in the 1960s in Seattle, Washington by a judge who felt that a lot of the times that they were making decisions in regards to abused children, they didn't know a lot of information about the children. They didn't know what the situation was. They were making decisions and not knowing the details of what that child was going through or what was going on in the homes. So he decided that what better way to fix that by creating a volunteer that goes out and does an investigation on both the homes of the foster and original homes and see what's the best fit for the child. So the main purposes of the CASA program is, one is to assist the social services and the court system. So a lot of times while you're doing this program, you'll be working hand in hand with the social services and the court system. And by that, I mean with your investigation, you will be out in the homes as a social worker, but you have a deadline of your job scope and theirs of what you can and cannot do, but it will go through it in training and let you know what you can and cannot do. But you basically work hand in hand with them to let them know what's going on in the homes of the child. You'll see the mental state of the children. You'll speak to the parents and some of the actual abusers. You'll speak to them and get a scope of their mentality, their mental state, how they feel, the developmental stages of the child, what's going on with them, how do they interact with the people, how do they interact with the foster homes, and things of that nature. The other purpose is to have at least one volunteer per case. So in a lot of these situations, there are thousands and thousands of cases that involve a lot of child abuse and child neglect cases. So the goal is to have one volunteer per case for every case in America. Now that is far-fetched and it is going to be very demanding, and that's going to require us to have a ton of volunteers, but I think we're going to be able to do it if we just get a lot of advocates who basically feel near and dear about children being abused and neglected. The other one is to be the voice of the victim. So with kids, we know a lot of people who grow up as adults. They encounter or go through things as children that affect them when they become adults. So we as adults and people who are trained to be able to know certain things about children and how these things affect them as an adult, we can speak and be a voice for them. So that's really the main goal of this, is to be a voice for the children. A lot of these children, they're not speaking, they're not talking about what's going on in their homes. There's a lot of cases where people are abusing children in foster homes and in their normal homes, and they don't speak about it. They keep quiet until they're adults and no one knows. But with this program, you're allowing adults to go in and for the children to feel so comfortable and safe to talk to someone about their situation who is solely there for the purpose of that child, and to show that they care enough to speak on their behalf and let everyone else know what is going on with that child. So who can volunteer? So the magic age for the CASA program is going to be the age of 21. You have to be 21 and older. There's no specific reason as to why it's such a high age instead of 18, which is the normal legal age for America. But 21 is the golden number to be able to volunteer for this program. They will do an extensive background check, which will include all of the investigations for CPS, social service, anything that will be a red flag to say that you're not fit to be a CASA member. And in most cases, of course, they will not want a volunteer who has been convicted of child abuse and child neglect. You will also have to provide references, mostly people who know you well, to speak on your behalf and your character, to show if you're dedicated, if you feel passionate about children, how do you act in certain situations, because this can be very stressful and it can be very emotional to see children going through these abuse situations. So we will want to make sure that you're strong enough and capable to be a CASA member. And you'll need time and patience. A lot of these cases can go for months to years, and you'll need to ensure that you have enough time to be able to attend the cases, do visits, random visits a week to the homes of these children, and actually get in depth with these cases and learn a lot about the home so you can do a good report to give to the judge when the time comes for the case. And you'll have to complete a training. So the training is 10 weeks long. And you'll have to do 4 hours of court observation, which you just see how basically the court works, what's going on with these cases, and what they're actually doing to help and benefit the children during these court cases. So everybody wants to know what's in it for me, right? So in most cases, the best benefit of doing this program is to save a child. A lot of people don't understand the depth of what children go through or how it impacts them from a child to an adult with child abuse and child neglect. It stunts their growth, it stunts their developmental stages, and it's very detrimental to their growth as a healthy adult. So that's the best benefit to me that you guys should be interested in and would want to become a volunteer and be a part of the team. Volunteer hours, you will get volunteer hours for the training and the hours that you are going out to speak with the children, to speak with the abusers, to speak with the foster cares, and etc. You get to be a part of an elite organization. CASA is a national organization who is known all over the world. They have over 950 sites within America, so you can imagine how many that is. So they usually try to do a couple within a county in a state or in a city, so you can do the math about how many CASA programs are probably going to be within your area. All you have to do is Google it and look to see what location you have that's near you. You get to see the oversight of the court system and social services. So if you are actually interested in social service work, this will be great for you. The learning experience is indefinite. Like, you can learn so much from this, especially if you have kids of your own, you'll be able to learn. So to get in contact with them, all you have to do is go to www.casaforchildren.org, or you can call the National Association hotline, which is 1-800-628-3233, and get more information or try to find out the location of where your CASA is. Do I have any questions? No? Alrighty.